Hey, it's JoiStaRR, and you're checking out YouKnowIGotSoul.com, because I got soul.
Hey Joy, how's everything going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking the time out to do the interview. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you for doing the interview. I appreciate it as well.
Alright, definitely. So, last weekend you shared the stage with the likes of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, at the music festival. Talk about what that experience was like.
It was like watching an epic film, except I was actually in it.
Yeah.
It was pretty hardcore. The people were having the time of their lives. As far as I could see, there were people. It was like a sea of people. I don't know if you're familiar with the Michael Jackson footage of like when he's singing in front of this crowd of people. It looks like a festival. People are like passing out and like
Yeah.
putting on everything. It was like that amount of people. I've never seen that many people in my life in one place, and they were just like packed on top of each other, just having a good time. It was amazing.
Yeah. And, I know you were also a part of Kanye's tour a couple years back. What made, last weekend's performance special for you?
You know what? What made it special for me was the fact that I was born and raised in LA, and so was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. So it was like a coming home type of situation. You know what I mean? To be a
Yeah.
part of that historical event of them coming reuniting after 20 years of working together, and being on that particular stage at Coachella. It was wonderful to be a part of it. It's like I felt like really a part of the whole LA West Coast music empire thing.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Okay, cool. And kind of talk to me a little bit about the rehearsals. How much time did you guys spend preparing for that?
We spent a few weeks preparing for it. Actually, we went to two different rehearsal halls in two different cities, and we had to rehearse the timing of lights and band and everything like that, and Snoop and coming in, and the entrances and everything. Is a very intricate show, and the stage is really huge, so there's a lot that goes into the process. So we definitely were there every day, all day, rehearsing, making sure everything was right.
Oh, okay, cool. And onto your music, I know you're currently working on your debut album, Magic. Talk to
Yes,
me a little bit about the title and what that means to you.
Magic is the title. You know what, really, I don't tell very many people this, but I actually had a dream, and I had this dream that Michael Jackson came to me and was like, "Hey, you should name your album Magic," and no lie. And so I woke up the next morning and called my brother, and I was like, "I'm gonna title my album Magic. Like
Oh,
it's gonna be Magic."
oh wow.
He was like, "Why?" I was like, I just feel like Michael Jackson told me that it should be Magic."
Yeah.
And not only that, but in addition to that, I honestly feel that music is magic, love is magic. My music is love based, and it's to inspire the uninspired. And I feel like everybody has magic within them. They just sometimes don't know how to spark it within themselves. So no matter what dream you decide to go after, all you need is that spark and that magic inside of you to spark, so that you can go after your dreams. And that's basically what I want to represent and want people to feel when they hear my music. I want them to be inspired to do whatever they dream to do.
Okay, cool. And talk to me about the approach that you took with this album, because I know you've written for other artists. So what was the approach for your own album?
Um, it was more centered around me just being free, expressing myself freely. When I write for other people, it's usually, you have to think about that person and think about how they might feel in certain situations. This is just coming from my soul, from my heart. So it's different in that way. Like, of course, I write for my soul in general, but I don't really have to think about someone else and if they would say this or if they would say that. It's free. It flows more freely when it's my music. So with this album, Magic, I'm just expressing what I feel every day, and it's not a particular sounding genre or anything. That's why I call my music art and beat. It's just basically what I felt, what emotion I felt that day, and sometimes it's happy, and sometimes it sounds upbeat, sometimes it's melancholy and dark. So.
Oh, okay. And kind of talk to me about the makings of your song Energy.
Oh, that song. That song was created off of like my friend Mars from 1500. We're in the studio, and it was Halloween, and I just really wanted to write, so I called him up and I was like, "Are you in the studio? Let's write. I really feel like I need to get some stuff out." And he started playing these chords, and whatever he played triggered the melody of up. So I was like, "Don't do anything else." He started trying to like finish the track. I'm like, "No, just keep that. Whatever you're playing, just keep playing that." And I wrote that whole song in like 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So what's funny about the song is I wasn't thinking about anybody in particular, which is really bizarre because when I listen to the song now, it's like, wow, I must have really been in love, like subconsciously with somebody I didn't know or something crazy because I don't remember thinking about anybody. I wasn't even in a relationship,
Yeah.
so it was really interesting for that to come out. And Energy is like one of my favorite songs now.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have a tentative release date for your album yet?
August, not a date, but we definitely are looking forward to putting it out in August.
Oh, okay. And do you have any plans leading up to the album? I know you dropped the mixtape not too long ago.
Yes, I did. Magic Mondays was a mixtape. You'll actually be able to see my listening party for Magic Mondays on WeTV. On my sister's Mary has a reality show, which airs every Thursday, 7 Central Time, I believe, and you can see the listening party on that show. And I think it airs in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you mentioned that you were part of that TV show. So what do you want viewers to take away from you being on that show?
That I'm just like them. Like I have emotions and feelings and aspirations and dreams, and I'm pursuing them just like they are. And I'm a positive, loving person. My family, they're so funny. They make fun of me because I'm always like the one trying to like give hugs and like care and like I love you, like you're so awesome. So they call me Care Bear, which is hilarious to me. But they make fun of me because I'm so into being the peacemaker and things like that. So I just want people to get what I really am, which is just a girl from LA that is just a lover. I'm just a lover.
Okay, cool. And one song that I know you wrote a while back is for Brandy, the song Who I Am. Can you kind of talk to me about the makings of that song?
Interestingly enough, I was hanging out at my parents' house. My brother was in the studio that's in my parents' house. He was recording music, and he called me from downstairs and was like, "Hey, I need you to write this song." And I was just like, "I'm doing something right now." I was like being like a bratty little sister. He's like, "No, I need you to write this song, please. Like, just come down here." I was like, all right. So I go down there, I get the music, and I come upstairs, and I start writing the song, and I kid you not, like the song just came out of me like as if I had heard the song before. I just thought of her, and I thought of the fact that she was, in this relationship where this guy that she was apparently married to, it wasn't going so well, and it just came out. That was another song I wrote in like 5 minutes, crazily enough.
Oh, wow.
Which is also one of my favorite songs that I've ever written because it was so dead on her situation, and I didn't even really know her situation like that. It was just so bizarre.
Oh, okay, cool. And that's all that I had for you. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
That I just love God and I love music, and I just want to live my life like it's golden.